How does Facebook and them feel about influencers? Because Larry's like an influencer, right?
Yes. Facebook, honestly, they like them, but not too much. Simply because they feel like they're taking their revenue from them.
And they are.
Yes, they are. And also, Facebook likes to, well, social media platforms, they like to control of what is going through that particular platform. That's why VGC Group, we understand that you have to build your own platform like how Master Prophet has done. You have to not have other platforms control the way your revenue comes in.
Wow. So tell them where you just got back from and what y'all were doing out there.
Yes, W.E., you want to tell me where you just came back from?
Oh,
Yeah, they'll share the
sorry, I
mic.
missed that. We just came back from, where were we? Oh, Ethiopia. I'm sorry. We've been in 5 countries in the last 6 months. The last one was Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Yeah.
And what were y'all doing there?
So what we were doing, what's happening right now is there's a sector called fintech. It's financial technology. Has anyone heard of financial technology? Many of us use it and are just not aware. So anyone use Cash App, Venmo? Okay, we call that financial technology. Zelle, and so we were actually at multiple places in Addis Ababa. Naomi was moderating the Africa FinTech Summit, and we focused on e-commerce, how to generate revenue through e-commerce. We're also engaging with the African Union. Anyone familiar with the African Union? Mm-hmm. It's essentially the United Nations for Africa. It's where all the nations convene. It's the most powerful organization that convenes presidents. So we were there advising in high-level meetings because Archbishop, what's happening right now is that the innovators in Africa are spearheading and the stakeholders in legislation, policy, they don't know, they're behind. They're trying to figure out how to write policy to manage the innovation that's happening with financial technology. So things like Zelle and Cash App, it's disrupting the financial sector. It's disrupting the way people do business and transact. And Naomi will share more today about some of the financial technology that is being built through ministry. But we were there to engage on those topics.
And we're going to be introducing that in a moment when we start doing Leading from the Future, the State of the Union address, because I've been doing some study for the last 6 weeks. Every time there was getting ready to be a major global visitation from God, God changes the way currency moves. So there was a time where currency moved through grain, cattle, sheep. That was a transaction. Why would God tell Abraham there's a ram caught in the thicket? Because the ram was the money of its day. When a person had a dowry, they were worshiping with goats and bulls. And why was that? Because that was the currency of his day. A person paid a dowry. They want to get married, they had to bring so many thousand cows. That was the currency of its day. Many of us, we read the Bible. We don't read the Bible like it's the currency of his day. If Jesus was probably here today, when they began to ask Jesus, what do we do concerning our taxes? He reached for the Bitcoin of his day. And he grabbed the Bitcoin and he says, render to the things that belong to, and render to the things that belong to. So you got to ask, who makes the money is who you got to render to. That was the new currency. Although in that day they were still trading with turtle doves and rams and lambs, new money was starting to come on the scene where they were putting images of emperors or images of Herods, images of monarch, or images on coins and using that to trade. Then we started seeing dollars being backed by gold. In America, dollar is not backed by anything but the belief of its people. Your money is backed by belief, by the faith of the people in its government and in its currency. If I threw $1 million in the, well, not even $1 million, if I just threw $10,000 in the air, we would change the atmosphere in this room. Because it's what you believe about the paper that is flying in the air. So now what is happening? Then it went from paper money to stocks. This time it was real estate. Then it went into stocks and bonds, which began to become a new currency. We're in a shift right now. Then it went to plastic cards, credit cards. Now we're moving towards digital currency. And then Bitcoin, which means that when new currencies take place, governments topples. This is just history, just study history. Government topples when new currencies come into place. So this is why now, if you go, try it. While you're here, take out $9,000 in cash to bring here to Prophecology and see if you don't, just take out $9,000. You don't have to bring it to Prophecology. Just withdraw $9,000 in cash and see if you don't get a call from your bank. Or better yet, take out $5,000 on Monday and $5,000 on Tuesday and see if you don't get a call by Wednesday. So we're in a different system because the age is shifting. So social media is going to be significant and key for the future. Say with me, there's money in my phone. If your phone is not making you money, throw it away. Go get a dial-up. Your phone should be a cash register. I got one yes, and the rest of y'all are looking at me. Is your phone a cash register?
As I stand here right now.
As you stand here right now.
And so is yours as I stand here right now.
And so we're going to be talking to y'all about the technology. So I want him in his workshop to really get into the world of social media. Because y'all need to hear where the future is going. And I prophesied some years ago that Africa would become the new Asia. Africa is primed to be one of the next major moves of God. And I'm going to tell you what, and I'm going to tell you why. Is because every time the media shifts in which information is disseminated, Africa is moving closer to the finish line. Because now your telephone is a computer. This here is a computer. This is really not used for phone calls. This is a cash register. Amen. It's a Bible, but it's also a TV set. It's a movie theater. And we're going to be talking about this. Okay, thank you.